What's up, guys and gals? We're back now for a bit more G5 Higher Purpose Gaming. We are going to be gaming instead of reading a comic. We just finished Aliens Hive. It sucked. There's an hour of your life you'll never get back. At least I won't. Hopefully you enjoyed it. But yeah, let's jump into some Colonial Marines with the Templar GFX's... whatchamacallit? Uh-oh. There we go. Mod. Yeah, it's mod. He has a mod, guys. It's called a mod. It's a modification of a game. It's so creepy and weird when people like watch you on Twitch and they watch you like the whole time and they never say anything, you know? Whatever. Campaign. Stasis interrupted. Resume. I'm afraid this is fun for you guys.
If I can get to the other side there, I can clear the tug.
Oh, I'm going to change some video settings here. Field of view. Let's accept. What does that look like? Okay, that's much better. Oh my gosh. Before, like, look at it. Oh wait, maybe it's just because I wasn't running. Settings. Video. Yeah, oh, it's awful. Okay, so let's keep changing it until it just doesn't look natural anymore. So we tried that. Let's try that. I was watching a guy's playthrough on YouTube today, and it was crazy. He had it jacked all the way up. It didn't even look like anything. Like, so, yeah, now it looks like... Yeah, it still looks pretty good, actually. I bet if we did one more, though, it'd start to look weird. I don't want it to look distorted. Yeah, it's starting to look a little strange. Actually, it's not too bad still. It just looks wider. Should I do one more? Guys, oh my gosh. We're getting a little crazy here. I don't feel like throwing up when we do this. It's still not very nice. Okay. Don't worry, guy. I got my special suit on. I will go and check everything for us. I know. What the heck is happening? Was there an alien right above my head? Yeah, that's right. Hey, welcome back. Don't be shy. You can say hi in the chat. You're probably the same person who was watching me for an hour earlier. That's cool. I don't mind. I hit you. Oh boy. Oh! Wow. Yeah. Oh, he's got him. Good. Thanks, Hicks.
Cover me, reloading.
Did the smart guns sound the same as the pulse rifles in the movie? I thought there was a difference in the sound effect. Hi. I got your back, buddy. Got this.
Ah, damn it.
So, what now, Doc?
Now, this lab is on the outside wall, so I should have external venting. I should be able to vent the gas and make it safe for you to enter the lab.
Ooh.
My name is Rick.
Cheers. Why, what was he calling you? Oh. I see. Thanks, Hicks. Yeah, this looks pretty good, doesn't it? He was actually supposed to be putting a mask on. Did you guys know that? That's how... Jeez. The heck, man. Aiming. Aiming on me. Okay, wait. Let's go up first because it's closer, I'm pretty sure. Like right there. These are farther away. There's also this right here. Destroying little alien eggs. We don't like those. They're not like Kinder Surprise, friends. Yeah, hiding. There we go. Should I just jump over? Yeah. Oh my gosh! And then my headset got caught on my mic. That's it. I need some health and some armor. Preferably armor. Oh, now preferably health. Good thing all of those lacerations to my body happened without penetrating my suit, otherwise I'd be dying from noxious fumes.
Dr. Miller, it's come to my attention that you told the employees to eliminate the xenomorph at the first.
You're fired.
I urge you to replace the nerve gas with C95 variant. Lethal to humans, of course.
Mild sedative to the aliens.
It's an incredible specimen.
Yeah, she's amazing, guys. Don't kill her.
Secondly, you're fired.
Yeah.
Reinforcement in the lab.
Like, I wish they wouldn't just. I wish they wouldn't just do that. Like, why don't they scurry down the wall and then onto the ceiling and jump at me? Like, that'd be so freaky. You'd like have to be looking everywhere all the time. But in this, you can get away with a lot. I'm hoping that this gets so much better when I get in the normal main game rather than this DLC, which I thought was the prequel, but I guess not.
Hicks, I got it. I'll meet you at the exterior door.
This is everything that happens after the game, I guess. Hey, Hicks, buddy. I'm coming. Where'd that come from? Right behind me, I guess. Good thing my last save point was before I did all of that.
Great. And it looks like the Xeno is a module. If I get to the other side there, I can clear the tug.
Let's use our buying power. Like, I don't know how we know what we have. Battle rifle, secondary assault rifle. Guess we can get a tactical shotgun. Oh, I don't know what I want to use. What's better? See, right now I'm supposed to be putting on a mask. We can do that. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Oh, he got zapped. Oh! Oh my gosh, you gotta make those shots count. I don't know where my shots were going, but apparently I was missing him again and again, and the little I was hitting him wasn't killing him. I don't know.
Great.
I got cocky though, that's for sure.
If I can get to the other side there, I can clear the tug.
Actually, you know what? Let's... Oh, crap. Let's keep that. Tactical frag grenade, firebomb, claymore, or sidearm, combat pistol, big Bertha. Yeah. Let's see if it'll do the animation if I don't take out my scanner. Yeah, see, there you go. Now it worked. Is he really just hiding behind that desk? Oh boy. That didn't go well. Not at all. Not one bit. That's the trouble with being on hard mode. It's hard. You're good. You're AI, you can't die. See, there you go. I took off my thingy. Oh, okay, you got like a quasi Call of Duty-esque health bar here. You can take damage and then it recharges up to the next tier. You got 3 tiers, I see. Yeah, so years ago.
Damn it.
10 years ago.
This lab is on the outside wall, so it should have external venting. I should be able to vent the gas and make it safe for you to enter the lab. And the name is Rick.
Okay. So yeah, 10 years ago, I was unfortunately spiritually deceived, probably. And I felt inclined to write a book for somebody to tell them that God loves them. And I thought I was supposed to do this, you know, really grandiose act to help them understand. Because, you know, the greater the sacrifice, the greater the testament. Oof. And so I wrote a book, and this person didn't want me to write the book. I just thought God wanted me to. I thought God was calling me to do it, and I had no choice. And it was of utmost importance. Anyways, after that happened, I emailed a copy to the person, and they wanted nothing to do with me. But they had already contacted all of my friends through Facebook and told them I was this horrible stalker. And, I mean, I wasn't stalking them. I knew where they lived, and I never went and tried to find them. And, you know, that's not what stalkers do, right? Stalkers find people and show up and follow them and do all that weird stuff. I didn't do any of that. And so, yeah, they told all my friends how horrible I was, and all of my buddies, because this was a girl, wanted desperately to, you know, show her that they were man enough to be her hero and take care of her, protect her from me or whatever. Like, this is pathetic. Like, we were all in our late 20s, right? Mid to late 20s. Like, we were grown adults. And, keep in mind, like, I met this person, we fooled around and everything. She had me stay over at her place. Fooled around the next day too, and then I left. But, yeah, they started gang stalking me horribly. Doing all this stuff to, like, harass me. And I wonder sometimes if they're still doing that. You know, like, they actually, one of my buddies, he had said something really strange. He really wanted me to tell him all of my innermost secrets and stuff and keep divulging information to him. And I was like, what? Like, this is really weird. Like, what adult male talks like this, you know? Especially when there's someone who presents themselves as very masculine, you know, into manly things. And, yeah, they were like, I can't be your friend if you're not going to tell me all of your secrets. And so I was like, I was suddenly very alarmed. I mean, I already knew people were spying on me and relaying information and sharing information in order to harass me more and more. And so I was like, oh wow, no one talks like this. And I suspected him, but I didn't want to believe it. So I was like, well, then obviously this guy's spying on me, and that's the only reason he has a friendship with me, is to relay information so he can try and get close to this girl, you know? And it was sad. Like, I think some of them actually did get with her to some extent, maybe even sleep with her, I don't know. But yeah, it was terrible. And so I was like, well, no, then I can't confide in you. And so he's like, fine, then we can't be friends anymore. And so, well, in that same conversation, he said something, oh yeah, you think like there's a bunch of people like stalking you and harassing you? And it was weird because I don't remember saying anything about that. It was like it just came out of nowhere. And so then he said something like, yeah, go ahead, check Facebook, look for Facebook groups about you, because we've got a Facebook group. And it was like he was having a breakdown. He was so angry. And it was like he could have just been trying to say stuff to upset me, because like the devil is super good at using his fellow fallen angels as false messengers to say things that will cut the deepest in people and be the most cruel and do the most harm to a person emotionally and psychologically. And so a demon could have just been whispering into his mind like rapidly, or possessing him to say those things, which I would then go, oh my gosh, it's true, just because the devil wants to drive everyone crazy so that he can destroy them. And so, I mean, like, this is years ago now. This is probably 2012, 2011. But it's entirely possible. So when I'm streaming and like someone's watching, and actually I've never even thought, this really didn't dawn on me until tonight, but it's like, if I'm streaming and someone's watching me, and this has been happening for like the last few weeks, I guess, and just like not saying anything but watches me the whole entire time, I wonder if it's one of them just like recording. Whoa, what was that? Recording my gameplay to see like what I talk about or how they can make fun of me and stuff, because for all I know, they might have one of those groups. However, having said that, if that's the case, like, how pathetic are people? Can you imagine gang stalking someone for 10 years because you have no life and you just want to keep harassing someone and making fun of them and making an inside joke? I mean, good lord. I would imagine most people would get bored of that for about a year. You know, many people would just realize, wait a second, we're not actually doing this to protect you. We're just being cruel and unusual now, and this guy is not out to get you. However, that wouldn't stop some people. Some people are so petty and pathetic that they would just keep doing this forever and ever and ever. And so occasionally something will happen, and I'll wonder, like, could this be them still doing stuff to bother me? And that's a sad thing to live with, but all you can do is have your trust and hope in God and know that He causes all things to work together for the good of those who love Him and who He's chosen for His purposes. And so, yeah. I mean, when it was really bad, when they were actually doing stuff, and like, she made a Plenty of Fish profile in my hometown when she lives like 1,500 miles away from me, and she thought she obscured her face because it was like a kind of a poorly lit picture, except I had a high contrasting monitor, and so when I looked at the picture and like zoomed in, the shadow went away and I could see her face, and it was just so creepy seeing her profile in my hometown. So she was obviously like luring guys in with this really sexual, provocative sailor Halloween costume with her booty and everything, so that guys would contact her.
Gotta hold them off. Set up those turrets.
Oh boy.
How we doing?
Oh my gosh! I got turrets out, I'm still dying? Not cool. Yeah, so then I guess what she was doing was like seducing dudes and then telling them like, oh yeah, this guy is just, he's harassing me, he's so dangerous. And then, like, because I'd have like guys I've never met before totally like giving me the hairiest of eyeballs. Holy smokes. When I'd go to the gym and stuff. And like, I never experienced that before ever at the gym. And it was like non-stop all the time. It was really bizarre. Oh, I guess one followed me up the stairs or something? I don't know. And there was one time I was at the gym. And so I think people in my hometown, because it's a small city, were actually talking to each other about it. Like all the cool people, right? All the cool people were talking to each other because that was the kind of girl she was. She attracts cool people, aka people who are possessed by Satan or easily manipulated by Satan. That's always the way he operates, you know, if you haven't noticed that watching Hollywood and whatnot. And yeah, we're doing awful. Good Lord. Wow, can they jump? Anyways, so another time I was at the gym and I started talking to this girl. And I could tell, like, you know, she was attracted to me. She was enjoying the conversation. And she said, "What's your name?" And I told her. And, like, the moment I said my name, it's like she had a friggin' mental meltdown.
Too many of them.
We're halfway there. Keep it together.
It's like I'd said the scariest thing she'd ever heard in her life. Obviously, because people had told her all kinds of things so that she would be afraid of me, even though there was no need to be afraid of me. Like, how awful is that? Not just for me, but for other people too, you know? Being afraid of a lie. It's like, awful. And so yeah, these dudes would stare me down at the gym. There were guys that would like this, I don't know who it was, but they would like park their pickup truck outside my gym. And when I would walk home late at night, like it would follow me. And then one night when I walked out, it
How much longer?
turned its high beams on and like just blaring them at me while rocking like this music. Like it just suddenly turned on all this music like super duper loud. And she had like an Eastern European boyfriend who she was considering dating when I went and met her and fooled around with her. Like, and then she was like having a hard time figuring out whether or not to date me or this dude. And I thank Jesus now that I never dated her, because she was so emotionally unstable, obviously. And totally enslaved to the devil, used by him to destroy people's lives and whatever else. Oh, come on. Oh, time to go. Oh, what's up, viewer? Sorry you're missing the story.
Gotta hold them off. Set up those turrets.
There we go.
It's dead. How we doing? Many of them.
Where was I in my story? Oh, yeah, because this dude was Eastern European. They're playing like the friggin' the Tetris theme, but like super like hard trap version or something. I don't know. It was weird. And so they were trying to intimidate me. I wasn't scared. I didn't care. I mean, she'd made like death threats. Said if I ever tried to contact her again, she'd kill me. Which is absolutely unnecessary. And while she's on the phone, like having like a meltdown because she's so completely possessed by fear. Come on, sentry turret, help me. She's having this meltdown. Like she can't even talk, and I'm like, can we just have a conversation? And she's like screaming, and then she gives the phone back to some little douchey, gay-sounding guy who probably was some simp who she was able to manipulate into using. Because I think what she was trying to do was, I don't know, not let her boyfriend know that she'd been involved with me, you know, like, because the guy's gonna ask questions. Who is this guy? When did you meet him? Eventually the truth is gonna come out, you know. While you were getting ready to date me, I was fooling around with him, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, she was using all kinds of people. She was super manipulative. Like, being manipulative is a big sign of someone who's evil and crazy. Like, cause all you think about is yourself and how you can use people. It's so selfish and awful. It was sad too. She thought I was like this big narcissist. She was a narcissist. Huge. Gosh. But yeah. Yeah, any of her gang stalking minions, you've hit the jackpot. If you come across this stream, if you're watching this stream. I mean, my goodness. You can tell her all about what I'm saying. Honestly, I feel bad for her. I've always prayed that she would actually legitimately meet Jesus. Whoa! Because she did not know him. Come on! There better be a close checkpoint. Because if she met Jesus, he would help her to not be ruled by fear. Because perfect love casts out fear, for fear has to do with judgment. Once you know you're a child of God and you're saved, you don't fear anything. You don't fear death. That's why I was never afraid of those people trying to intimidate me. You're fine.
I've killed the Xeno.
But yeah, it's like, so she was using, oh man, like a guy with my name. She set this up so that, who knows why, but I called that guy's number to say like, what the heck? And yeah, it was strange. Oh. Okay. Well, that's strange. What action do you press to stop alien killing up close and... How do I fix aliens, Colonial Marines? Aliens, Colonial Marines has terrible AI because of one typo, which you can fix. Single misspelled variable in the game's files. Oh, okay, well, I'll keep this open for later. You know what I'm saying? I can't find it here. This is like such a broken game. Let's see if I can check it in settings. Marine keyboard. Secondary fire? Is that what you're supposed to be jamming? Because they're telling you to use F, which was the use, or which is what I've made the use key. So maybe for that moment, that what they're trying to do is still bound to what the old use key was, which was E. But I was watching a gameplay video and the guy was smashing E and it worked, so I don't know what to say. I'm stuck there with a friggin' sentry gun in my hands. Wish I could just shoot it manually. Yeah, where was I in that story? It was just sad. I think one of the clearest episodes was wow. Was at work where I operated heavy equipment with like 150 other people or so. Oh wow, they like spawned me with full health and armor? I don't remember having that before. Anyways, people wrote the word lion on like about a dozen of the pieces of equipment, so that whenever we'd pass by each other, I would see the word lion as this constant reminder. Well, friends, what does a lion do? A lion stalks its prey. So they were trying to send me a message and keep harassing me, and it was just wicked evil, man. Anyways, I was at my parents' place talking, and I told them about this. And I had already suspected that she'd had someone hack my phone, because when you're an attractive young woman who's also manipulative, who also has this, you know, horrible story of some guy harassing you. There we go, that's better. It's super easy to convince anyone to help you, right? And so I wouldn't doubt for a second that she knew people that were into hacking and everything, were able to help her set up all kinds of stuff in order to, you know, harass me. But I'd like pick up my phone and I would hear this click right after a phone call started, any phone conversation. And what else? Oh yeah, sometimes, all the time, I would hear like interference where I would suddenly start hearing other people's conversations and stuff. And that's a sign that someone might be using a what's it called? I forget. Using like an this device to actually intercept cellular phone conversations. And like, I mean, that all that was happening at that time. That's a hard coincidence.
While I align the array.
And anyway, so I'm at my parents' house. I'm talking to my mom about what was going on. She's like, "Oh, I think you're just imagining things." And I was like, "No way. There's no way." I get back to work the next day. Everyone had either erased the word lion off their equipment or altered it so that it was anything else. And it was written in, like, the equipment is dusty, right? So they would take cleaner and rags and write by cleaning off the dust. And, like, people did that all the time. People would put happy faces and whatever else. I think there was even someone at one point put InfoWars on, I think. And, like, that's funny, because it was, like, back in the day when InfoWars, nobody knew what it was, and they'd have, like, people leaving stickers everywhere to try and get people to look at and figure out what it was so that they would start watching too. Hey, what's going on here, Hicks? Align the communication. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, you could write on it just by cleaning off the dust, and so people did that, and that's what they were doing. So they wrote line on all these pieces of equipment, and the day after I had mentioned this with my phone there, people had stopped doing it. So I mean, I can only suspect that that they were listening to my conversations via my phone. Align the main communications. Dude, what do I gotta do, bro? And then one other thing that was super creepy. Can I drop down here? Like, is that part of the plan? Or maybe I... Oh yeah, okay, I can go down here. I don't have to jump and possibly injure myself then. I'd sent a message to a guy. He was actually a pastor, which was so sad because I'd come to know the Lord, and I was like looking for help, looking for guidance, and I wanted to write something. And I knew, like, I didn't want to dishonor God because I'd already written a book claiming that God had told me to, which dishonors the Lord if it's not from Him. Just super.
Threat eliminated.
Super sad to do, right? And, so yeah, I wrote him a message, and they'd hacked my computer and everything. And so, in this message, I had asked a question that I shouldn't have asked. And I got off my computer, and like an hour later, I got this chick I used to hang out with calling me saying, "Hey, do you want to go sledding later? Like tobogganing, like in the snow?" And I'm like, no. She said, "Are you working tonight?" And I'm like, yeah, why? Oh, like this is how good some people are at lying. Like their mind thinks so fast. I would just want to invite you sledding with us. And I'm like, oh, where were you gonna go? Okay, so when someone's lying and they haven't thought through the whole lie, because she was only calling to see if I was going to be going to work. They're not ready for the story. So she goes, oh, Hospital Hill. And Hospital Hill is like a well-known place where everyone goes sledding. But anyone who was actually intending on sledding would have known that for whatever reason we didn't have enough snow to go sledding at Hospital Hill. It was like it was there was still grass out. That's how little snow there was. And when I asked her, she sounded so panicked, like she was caught in a big giant lie by the scariest person she ever knew. And Hospital Hill, I'm like, oh yeah. What did I might have said like there's no snow. But anyways, I said, yeah, no, sorry, I'm working. And I'm like, what the heck? That's so weird because she was clearly one of the people that... Oh, thanks, man. I'm glad we finally got that going on. She was clearly one of the people being used to spy on me and stuff. And,
They're almost perfect.
gosh, man. Hey, look! It's a little miniature of...
Yeah, once the array's in a position, we're good.
Dr. Levy,
What the hell?
listen to me, please. Think of all we can learn, the strides we will make together.
The array is set. Send the message.
Think about what you're doing, what you're throwing away.
Rick, don't listen to him.
Corporal, doing this won't change the past.
There we go. Got some more bullets. Oh, that's weird. It's like I've got an inventory on my back that I can access anytime. And it either sucks or it's good. There we go. Yeah, so then I leave to go home. I'm sorry, I leave to go to work. And on my way, I pass this, this vehicle parts store. I don't think I'm in the right area. This is, like... the fact that I had to crawl over all this stuff to get here just tells you this was not very well thought out. Anyway, I'm walking by this... I'm walking by this, parts store, and I'm looking in the front mirror, and there's these two gigantic Eastern European guys. They even look like ex-military. They're probably in their 40s or so, probably retired ex-military. And, and they're standing there looking at car batteries as if they're actually gonna buy some car batteries.
Not too shabby.
But they're looking out, they're looking down, but like, their heads are, you know, looking down as if they're looking at the car batteries, but their eyes are looking out the window for me. And when I walk by, then they both come out and they get in their vehicle and they drive away past me, you know, as if to say, we're watching you. And like, I was in the military, and then after the military, I did training to go overseas and do high-risk security in Iraq and Afghanistan. And so I got taught all about surveillance and counter-surveillance. And so, I mean, it was exactly like what we were taught. And, wow, the AI is dumb in this. Oh, did I shoot you, Hicksy? Sorry, buddy. Yeah, you're dead. And so, I mean, like, it was just so obvious stuff was going on, right? But at the same time, the devil wants people to imagine that they're you know, someone's out to get them, which is why people that smoke marijuana can have such bad trips where they get horrible paranoia. Because the Bible says anyone who participates in pharmakeia will not inherit the kingdom of heaven. And pharmakeia is the Greek word for sorcery, but of course it sounds like the beginnings of the word pharmacy, pharmaceuticals, pharmacological, because it's talking about the use of drugs or the dispensing or administering of drugs. So, yeah. There's the truth for you, friends. That's why people get so paranoid, because they're opening their brains up to what demonic forces are trying to do. And so, like, you know, the devil wants people... The Bible says the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. And he wants to drive people mad so they lose all their friends, so they get isolated and then want to kill themselves. But when you know the Lord, for one, you know the truth. And so God will protect you by helping you understand what's true and what's false. And, how long is the timer on this, man? This is brutal. Send the encoded message. Okay. Transmission something or other. Up there. Wow. You shouldn't you should not have to have a PhD to figure this out.
That's just it, though. This isn't something anyone can ever hope.
Like, I can't imagine watching this for an hour as a guy talks about this stuff and not comment, you know? Not to troll and say you're crazy, you're nuts, or not to say, whoa, man, that's an intense story, you know? Bizarre.
I hope it was enough.
And it was sad, because, like, some of my quote-unquote best friends were involved in this. Proving they weren't best friends, they're evil. If all the people that were involved had the faith they said they had, they would have had no problem just communicating with me and saying, hey, you know, this is what's going on. We got to get to the bottom of this. We got to sort this out. What the heck? Oh, wow, they got the queen. They would have had no problem moderating and facilitating some sort of conversation so that we could put this all to bed. Like, that's what Christians are supposed to be about. Reconciliation and bringing people to have peace in their lives rather than further turmoil. But it just shows the people involved were of little faith. And again, like, so many of the guys involved just wanted to play hero in hopes of having sex with her. It's so pathetic.
Consider all Colonial Marines dispatched to LV-426 to be KIA. Repeat, all Marines dispatched to LV-426 were KIA.
You gotta say more about what's going on with Weyland-Yutani, dude. It's evil. Thank you, that will be all. Hopefully that means it's over. Oh my gosh, that was painful.
Rise and shine! Got a distress call from LV-426. Get your gear, we're heading out.
Did I just have a dream? What? Did that make... What just happened there? Next mission. There's one more? Oh, thank goodness it's over. Okay. All right. Campaign. Co-op campaign? Difficulty? Random? Stress? What is it? What? Oh, I can invite friends. Return to game. Oh. I guess I'm waiting for someone to join. Well, then we don't want to do that, because someone will join and be skipping all my cutscenes, which is so annoying. Yo. Hopefully this is amazing.
Corporal Dwayne Hicks, TQ40482115E9. Distress. My unit has suffered immense casualties on LV-426 and requests immediate assistance aboard the USS Sulaco. Of the survivors, myself, 2 human females, one of which is a child, and a damaged synthetic. Consider all Colonial Marines dispatched to LV-426 to be KIA.
Oh, so this was a prequel.
Dispatched to LV-426 were KIA.
Doesn't make any sense, though. Because we blew up that other ship. Yeah, and like, you know, sometimes I'll say something, and within a day I got one of my quote-unquote buddies checking in on me. And, out of the blue. But I mean, like, how many coincidences can you have, right? But, again, you gotta understand the devil is working at the same time, influencing people to do things, right? So, if he wants you to keep thinking everyone's against you, he'll find ways. He'll find ways to do that. And so, all you can do is cling to God and just not worry about stuff.
On your feet, Marines. For any new recruits, I'm Captain Cruz, and you are my crew on the USS Sephora. We responded to a distress call sent out 17 weeks ago from the USS Sulaco. Rhino 2-3 went in first and encountered heavy resistance. You are the last of the battalion to get popped out of cryo. So I don't want to hear any bitching because we let you lugheads sleep in late. Get combat ready, and I'll see you in the hangar in 20 mics.
Yeah, so this made no sense because I just played the prequel, and in the prequel, the Sephora gets blown up.
Corporal Christopher Winter, 118th Battalion aboard the USS Sephora.
Unless it was something else. But it was a Weyland-Yutani ship with a bunch of dudes on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Probably 12 dudes, 12 soldiers.
I'm sending in Rhino 2-1 to reinforce 2-3. How you feeling, kid?
I'm feeling good, Captain. But I'm worried about 2-3.
That's good, because I'm sending you in to catch up with Rhino 2-1. We're trying to get the Sulaco flight recorder so we can see who caused this.
Sir, what happened in there?
We shit the bed. Attention, chicks and dicks of the USS Sephora! As of right this second, Rhino 2-1 and Rhino 2-3 are fighting to get a hold of the situation we're in. We don't leave Marines behind. Over the next 2 hours, we're gonna send a series of dropships over to aid with Kazovac on the USS Sulaco.
Sir, the Sulaco was reported last seen over Fury 161. How is it back over this planet?
Lieutenant Reed, thanks for the interruption. We don't know how that boat got back here. Right now, we're worried about what's killing our Marines in there. This is a liquid situation. Information to follow as it comes online. Ready up. Good hunting, Marines. Hoorah, Dash! Hoorah!
Well, this should be interesting.
Listen up. What I need right now is information. No heroics, no bullshit. I need you to be my eyes in there. Report back anything you see so I know what I'm up against.
Roger that. Tell Rhino 2-1 I'm en route to their location.
All right. That's cocked and ready to rock. Except there's this bench in my way that I couldn't see. I wonder what engine this is made on. Like it's got lighting and shadows. But it also looks horrible. Objects in the world that you can interact with will display a blue shimmering highlight. To interact with one, approach and press F when prompted. For example, press F to use the airlock switch. Okay, that's that. To review your current objectives, hold the tab. Remember, the locations of your current objective can be seen on your motion tracker. Holy crap! Oh my gosh!
Winter, what the hell just happened in there? Raider 6-5, are you in the air yet?
Explosive decompression in the Sulaco.
I should really be turning around.
This is Raider 6-5. The umbilical is venting atmo into the black. Looks dicey, sir.
It's locked!
Raider, I need grown-up words.
You have 20 minutes before a total collapse.
Oh,
Shut it down.
smokes.
Winter, you heard the lady. Get to the other side and we're shutting it down.
Continuing on to the slot. Winter out.
Is that, that ship manned? Okay, it's good. What happened, guys?
We've got casualties and several injured
Oh,
over here.
Tolentino.
Corpsmen right away for the
Blood's
downrange
shooting
Rhino 2-1.
right through your armor plate.
That explosion jacked the airlock on our end. We cannot use the umbilical without risking more lives. Sit tight and stabilize our Marines.
Ramiro.
What is the status of 2-3? Winner. Looks like he sent you over into the...
Bringing the hurt since 1776.
Tell me what you see.
Ah,
Got you
Just
two
me.
here. And I'm reading 2-3 to the south. Beyond the hangar, engineering perhaps.
They moving?
No. Wait. I got an unidentified signal. Something's moving.
Tanaka, no!
Or actual.
Pulowski.
Holding position. Or they're down.
Hernandez, do you need help?
Identified movement in their area. They could be under attack. All right. Winter and I are going to...
Sephora actual. I'm heading into rendezvous with 2-3.
Remember what I said about heroics?
Did he just die out? No. Oh my gosh, guys. Good lord, get them back to the ship.
Sir, there's half an unidentified synthetic splattered across the deck in here.
Which half?
Well, he ain't saying much.
Then find me a half that does.
Haha,
Actual
neat.
out.
Awesome. So this is exactly... This is how Aliens ended. And here's the Sulaco. Cool. I guess maybe this is when Ripley went into the vents. Looks like we got two spots where what was his name? Cyborg. Played by Lance Henriksen. Bishop. Bishop gets ripped in half. There's where the Queen got shot out of the airlock. It's like a trip down memory lane, gang. Holy smokes, it's 10:03. Call it a night and watch a movie. I watch tutorial. You can use your flashlight to illuminate the immediate environment. Press X to toggle your flashlight on and off. Okay. That's her. I watched Crocodile Dundee earlier. Don't bother. It's horrible. That sounds alien-ish. Sounds like they're skittering around out there. Guess it went up in the duct. It's nothing up there. Like literally, they didn't they didn't even model in part of the map so that it looked like a duct. What am I in here? Oh, this is the cryo beds. Oh, cool. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Injected cryo tubes. Hell of a way to wake up.
Oh, right, there's the 4. Cool. What was that? Oh yeah, fun. Am I being burned? Jeez. The door has a flashing red light. It can be cut open or welded shut. Press F to use your welder. This process takes some time and leaves you completely vulnerable to enemy attack. Doors with a solid red light are locked. It cannot be opened. Oh, okay, well then. Oh yeah, there's hive action going on in here. How is the Sulaco a hive? Like, how are there aliens on it?
Shit. Are you seeing this, Captain?
What the heck? Yeah, no. I'm sorry, this just doesn't make any sense. I guess it's because of the prequel, the ship showed up, got aliens from LV-426, was trying to breed more with all the humies they brought. And then that ship got blown up, I guess. That was like such a convoluted story. Well, I want to check up here first. Hey, there's nothing. Goo. Anyways, I hope all those people grow in their faith and can trust the Lord with everything. I hope that that girl really knows Jesus.
A camera.
And that she's saved and puts him first in life. Oh my gosh, are you okay? Cut down keys. Wait, oh. Where's keys? I'm looking at a dead person. Like, what happened in her life is she totally made an idol. Oh my gosh.
Shoot that thing! Shoot that thing!
Your health bar is divided into segments. So long as the segment isn't completely lost, it will regenerate over time. Damage by the Xenos acid will stop your health from regenerating for a few moments. Pick up med packs to restore lost health segments. And collect armor for an additional layer of defense. Good golly. Like, how long have these guys been, Hey, you're it? How long have these guys been on this mission that there's friggin' Oh my gosh, that that did a number on me. How long have they been on this mission that there's already dudes in jet or with a that have gone through a whole gestation period of having a chest burster in them.
Sephora Actual, this is Winter. I've located keys from Rhino 2-3. There's some bodies down here, but some are missing. There are 1 or 2 Marines missing from Rhino 2-3. Dead. Gone. He's gone. Sit tight. I got you, buddy.
Winter, regroup what's left. Get him back to the hangar and the rest of 2-1. Do not engage.
This is keys from 2-3, sir. Our mission was to recover the flight data from the Sulaco.
Son, I gave you that mission and it's over. Now regroup and come.
We have to know what caused this. The flight recorder can get us that. With all due respect.
Sir, my squad means you shut your goddamn mouth and follow your orders. Actual out.
Hell with the orders.
Where's this guy
The flight
going?
wreck isn't too far from here. We grab it, link up with Rhino 2-1. O'Neill, you still there?
Damn. Are you guys on the way back?
No. You gotta buy us 10 minutes to grab the flight wreck. Our Marines aren't gonna die for nothing.
You've got 5 to get that recorder and get back here. Keep an eye out for Bella, Keys. Hoorah to Ash's Marine.
We'll keep an eye out. Thanks, O'Neill. Thanks for doing this, Winter.
Pulse rifle is an underbarrel weapon. Equip the pulse rifle and press E to fire its underbarrel weapon. Yeah.
Something's down here with us. I won't let him take me again.
Contact! Contact! Here we go! They're sweeping from the right!
Oof.
Coming up and below!
Glad I used the,
Got another one!
glad I used that grenade launcher at close range. But anyways, anytime you make an idol of anything and it like masters you,
The room with the flight recorder!
God gives you so much grace and so much grace, and then eventually he gives you over to your idol and it destroys you. And her idol was modeling. She wanted so bad to be a model, she was willing to do anything to be it, and oh my gosh. And it was sad. It was sad. Like, imagine being a girl who goes to Bible college and says she's a Christian and she's got all these convictions and they're like wonderful convictions. And then you go to the point where you're willing to pose nude in hopes of, I'm working on it. In hopes of becoming like a more famous model, you know? Like, that's just sad. That's like selling your soul.
O'Neill, Flight Daddy is en route. 2 mics to you.
Affirmative, Winter. Just save the high fives for the bedroom. Get your ass back.
The heck, guy.
There's no way the flight wreck didn't take the assholes that did this to the Sulaco. If we make it back with this thing, who knows what we'll find on it.
Anyways, this should be a great conversation for their next, dish session. And it's so sad too, it's so pathetic. Like, I can only imagine, you know, the people doing it are like updating the heck. Updating, you know, just only the worst parts about my life to ensure people continue thinking I'm like awful. But they're not gonna be like, yeah, today you did this great thing, you helped these people and blah 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 blah. No, no. And if I'm talking about something, they would only share whatever they want out of context, just like the news. But whatever. Oh my gosh. Runs right by me.
Winter, don't miss!
Why not? Got plenty of ammo, dude. I'm rocking like 8 magazines. But yeah, don't let things become your idol. Put God first.
Shit's getting scary!
O'Neill, we're IMI to your location in 1 mic.
Yeah, this is so much better than that awful... Whoa! That awful, DLC. Like, they're actually trying to make this somewhat cinematic and suspenseful and feel like...
Watch this! Grenade out! Keys, wait!
No, keys!
Umbilical!
Yeah, it just... Man, the whole thing was so sad. But God had a purpose for it, and that's good. Sometimes I wonder if she was actually intersex or something, which means your chromosomes are messed up, and then so is the rest of you.
Couple more seconds!
Oh, dudes, help me! Oh my gosh. How is the guy, like... That was amazing. 4 Marines. One's doing his thing on the keypad. Oh, he made it. And then you got 2 guys just standing there like numpties. Not hitting anything, missing everything. So yeah, I mean, gosh, that would have complicated a relationship. Reading the Bible, I don't think you can have a relationship with someone who's neither male or female.
Get to the umbilical!
Which is sad, because I mean, gosh, who doesn't want to have a relationship? But, you can always just focus on the Lord. It's pretty good. Should be enough. For most people. But yeah, it's, oh, gosh. I think I've talked enough about that, but some of the stuff she said when we were together, like, we had quite the conversations. Get out of the way, guy!
I need 30 seconds!
Yeah, it was weird. She hung out with like lesbians and trans people and stuff, so I mean, what a mess. What a way to confuse relationships, man. Yeah, I forget what we were talking about, and I'd said something about... Oh yeah, I think I was talking about this girl that I briefly dated years ago.
2-1, pack it up and let's move!
And, what did I say?
We did it, guys!
Rhino team, move, move, move!
Oh dear. Oh dear. What the heck? Why did you do that, guy? This would kill you pretty much instantly, by the way. I mean, the vacuum of space is so powerful. Like, imagine having a vacuum cleaner hooked up to your eyeballs, your nose, your mouth, and every other orifice of your body.
We lost the flight, Rick. Keys.
Just pulling you apart from the inside out. You don't survive.
Well, we're not dead. So, you know, there's that.
We made it. Good job, homie.
This is Sephora Actual. 2-1, can you read me? What just happened in the umbilical?
Actual, I got solid copy. We lost Keys. Pretty sure something exploded from his chest.
Is Winter with you?
Yes, sir. Any thoughts on the exploding chest issue?
All of our Cheyenne-class birds en route to
Run
provide
toward
Castle
enemy.
Rock ground support. That's almost 80 Marines en route, and we gotta get them somewhere to land. The hangar's out of commission, but we got room in the cargo base.
Understood. We are heading to the cargo bay. 2-1 out. Something's not right. Follow me.
I don't know. I don't remember what was said, but somehow we got on the topic of sex hormones or something and how they alter somebody. And she had this look on her face and she was like, it's not how they work. Or they don't work quite like that or something. Like, it was like this very knowing, but also very disappointed look. And then at some point I mentioned wanting to have kids later on, and she looked so disappointed and was like, you want kids?
Sephora
And,
Actual, we're
oh
sending back
no,
our
guys, look at these x-rays.
There's no way this is Colonial Marine tech. It's got way you markings, sir.
Holy shit.
What?
Everything is timestamped after we received the distress signal from, what's his name?
Corporal Hicks.
Actual, this is 2-1. What do you make of this? Sir, is there someone else on this ship?
I have Bishop sending a signal to weigh you. We ain't got time to sit around and play Sherlock. Get back to the cargo bay. Both of you. Out.
God,
Let's take the shortcut.
So screwed.
But yeah, just the way she said it was like she couldn't have kids and she knew, you know, why sex hormones are used.
Woke up
And,
creature like a spider. It wrapped around my face.
oh
It's
great.
dead, sir.
Yeah, but you're
Separated from my squad.
you're dead
The
next.
rest of my guys.
Rest of 2-3 is presumed dead. I'm sorry, kid. Remnants of Rhino 2-1 are on their way to the cargo bay. Can you get to the cargo bay, 2-3?
Garnett? Keys? I can't even think right now, Actual. I'm not sure how to get there, sir.
You're the last of Rhino 2-3. Do your best. Get back here alive. Actual out.
But yeah, that's why I suspected she might be intersex, because intersex people often have to take hormones,
The sex thing. Back it up, Boy Scout. Christ.
and they also can't have kids. And so if a girl or intersex person who looks mostly like a girl likes a dude, and the dude wants to have kids, there goes all that hope of a future relationship. It was weird. It was, I mean, grace of God, right? Press 5 to perform a melee attack. If an enemy is right on top of you, a well-timed melee attack will push the enemy back and briefly stun him. Okay, cool.
On your right! We need to reach the top of the gravity well! That'll put us right next to the cargo bays! Crawling through the vents!
Yeah, baby. Blow up, shoot everything that explodes.
Eyes up!
Can I get some... Can I get some first aid here, please? Did I shoot this dude? You alright, guy?
Dr. Conrad, I'd like to formally request request a transfer off Project Olivia. Though I
How do you, what do you think of that story there, Twitch streamer or Twitch viewer?
research, I fear that I will not be personally capable of performing my duties to their fullest. Thank you. This is from Dr. Stanton, by the way.
I gotta fix that, that AI spelling error or whatever it is that makes the AI so dumb. Like, how could it just be standing there? Oh my gosh. Alright, gang, I think that's enough excitement for tonight. I gotta figure out how to see if I can edit the game engine to to fix the AI using a how-to I found on the net. So, hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. I hope you've learned a lot from it. You gotta have your faith in God. Put Him first. He will be your defender and your protector through all difficulties in life. And even if He allows you to go through things that are difficult, He's with you, strengthening you, growing your faith. And yeah, the enemy wants to destroy you, so you need to rest in God. And if you are someone who knows me and or knows of me and is relaying information, really think about that. Think about how much better it would be if after this many years people could just get on with their lives and find a way for there to be communication to just put it away, to settle it, to have some sort of a conclusion or something, because I don't need to go on like this, and they don't need to go on like this more than I don't need to go on like this. Like me, I'm fine. The only thing that sucks is sometimes I wonder if they're trying to sabotage my life, which is not fun. But at least I don't live in this constant fear or with this incessant need to destroy someone's life. That's just pathetic, and that's awful. That'll kill you inside. That'll destroy your soul, and it'll make it impossible for you to know God. God says that like we've been forgiven, we need to forgive. And if this person can't forgive me and is holding on that much hatred, then I hope that can be they need to be healed. So check out my website, hehasanswers.com. Get to know the Lord. He loves you. God bless you.